I'm inspired by cities, by architecture, by space, by structure. But I value nature just as much, its stillness, its quiet, its harmony. And more I see that one cannot exist without the other. And as a father, I think not only about the world we build today, but also about the one we leave behind for our children. Concrete is a part of modern life. It is quite literally the foundation of our cities. Times are changing. We are becoming more conscious of the impact our choices have, not only economically, but environmentally as well. So sometimes I stop and wonder, can concrete be a part of a more sustainable future?
Being eco is not only about being environmentally responsible, it is also about being economically smart. Energy is an essential part of any production process, and energy efficiency is not about using no energy at all, but about using it just in time, in the right place, at the right moment, and in the right amount. In other words, not wasting it. One of the areas where energy is often used inefficiently are electric drive applications responsible for vertical movement. That was also the case at Holcim, where one of the key drives used for raw material loading was identified as an area for improvement. That is exactly why I came here today, to see it with my own eyes.
Holcim działa globalnie, a nasz cel jest jasny: obniżyć emisję i podnosić efektywność w całym procesie produkcji materiałów budowlanych. Do 2030 roku chcemy ograniczyć emisję CO2 z produkcji cementu, zwiększyć udział paliw alternatywnych i wdrażać produkty o obniżonym śladzie węglowym. Produkcja betonu to proces, w którym liczy się rytm i powtarzalność. Wózek transportowy odpowiada za sprawne podawanie materiału i pracuje cyklicznie, poruszając się po rampie góra i dół z ładunkiem sięgającym nawet 5 ton, więc jeśli działa nieefektywnie albo ulega awarii, wpływa to na koszty operacyjne i całości produkcji. To niepozorny element, który wpływa na realne KPI, takie jak zużycie energii czy straty spowodowane przestojami. Pierwsze to mechaniczne. Szarpnięcie i udary, które przekładały się na zużycie hamulca i mechaniki układu. To powodowało konieczność wymiany elementów układu co kilka miesięcy. Po drugie, wpływ na jakość zasilania. Zarówno wybrany sposób rozruchu, jak i hamowania powodował udary prądowe, które finalnie przekładały się na jakość zasilania innych odbiorników. Po trzecie, niska efektywność energetyczna. Podczas zjazdu i hamowania energia była marnowana zamiast być wykorzystywana.
Together with Holcim, we carried out analysis of the truck's operating cycle, where energy losses occur, and where and why frequent overload conditions arise, which led to frequent breakdowns. We implemented the flagship FR800 series frequency converter and the FRXC regenerative module. The converter allows for speed and torque control, so starting and braking are smooth and jerk-free. And the biggest change occurs during descent. The motor switches to generator mode and begins to produce energy. At the same time, we eliminated all overload conditions. With the regenerative module, the energy that was previously used to decelerate the drive is now regenerated and returned to the electrical grid, where it can be used in other production processes at the plant.
Before the upgrade, the application was highly energy inefficient because the motor was braked by reverse current during downward travel. From an energy perspective, this is one of the most inefficient braking methods available. Under these conditions, the motor could consume up to its full rated power of 18 kilowatts while moving downward. After the upgrade, that wasted energy is now recovered instead, with average regenerated power of approximately 4 kilowatts. Given how frequently this cycle repeats during the day, That translates into total net savings of around 11 kWh of energy per day.
Dzięki wdrożeniu falownika z serii FR-A800 oraz modułu regeneratywnego FRXC udało nam się osiągnąć oszczędności na poziomie ponad 3 MWh rocznie dla pojedynczego układu. To kilka tysięcy złotych oszczędności i ponad tonę mniej CO2 wyemitowanego do atmosfery. W skali całej firmy, gdzie takich napędów pracuje tylko w Polsce kilkaset, to już znaczący wpływ na koszty operacyjne i emisje z zakresu drugiego.
So, can concrete production be more sustainable? I believe it can. This is exactly why this type of upgrade matters. It is scalable. One drive means one measurable saving. But when similar systems operate across multiple plants and processes, the combined effect on energy cost and emissions becomes truly significant. And the savings generated in one area can be reinvested into the next stage of transformation. Sometimes all it takes is changing the way a single drive operates. If we want to build a sustainable future, every change, even the smallest one, matters.